It started as a simple adventure, a spontaneous decision made on a lazy Saturday afternoon. The four of us, Mike, Jenna, Sam and I, had always been thrill seekers, craving the adrenaline rush that came with exploring the unknown. The abandoned mine in the forest near our town had always been a topic of conversation, a local legend wrapped in whispers and warnings. But we were young, and the allure of the unknown was too strong to resist. The entrance to the mine was hidden behind a thick wall of overgrown foliage, almost as if nature itself was trying to keep us out. We pushed through the dense underbrush, the air growing cooler and more oppressive with each step. The mine's gaping maw loomed before us, a dark void that seemed to swallow the light. I remember the feeling of crossing that threshold, the sudden chill that ran down my spine, the way the world seemed to hold its breath. We clicked on our flashlights, the beams cutting through the darkness and revealing the rough, jagged walls of the mine. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decay, and the silence was deafening, broken only by the crunch of our footsteps on the gravel floor. As we ventured deeper, the light from the entrance faded, replaced by an eerie, unnatural darkness. The walls seemed to close in around us, the ceiling lowering, the passages narrowing. It felt as if the mine was alive, breathing us in, pulling us further into its depths. We came across old mining equipment, rusted and covered in a thick layer of dust. Wooden beams, long since rotted, lay scattered on the ground, and the occasional metal cart, wheels frozen in place, stood as silent sentinels. It was unsettling but also fascinating, like stepping back in time. We found ourselves in a larger chamber, the walls lined with strange markings, symbols that none of us could decipher. The air here was colder, and there was a faint, almost imperceptible hum that seemed to vibrate through the very stone. We decided to take a break, sitting in a circle with our flashlights pointed towards the ceiling. That's when we heard it, the faint sound of footsteps echoing from one of the tunnels. At first we thought it was an echo of our own movements, but as we listened, the footsteps grew louder, more distinct. They were coming closer. We exchanged nervous glances, the thrill of the adventure quickly turning into dread. I stood up, shining my flashlight down the tunnel. The beam illuminated nothing but empty space, yet the footsteps continued, steady and relentless. Panic set in, and we decided to leave, our earlier bravado replaced by a primal need to escape. As we retraced our steps, the atmosphere grew more oppressive. The air felt heavier, and the darkness seemed to press in on us from all sides. We moved quickly, our breaths ragged and hearts pounding. But the mine had other plans. We reached a fork in the tunnel, a path we didn't remember. The mine was playing tricks on us, its layout shifting and changing. We chose a direction at random, hoping it would lead us back to the entrance. The footsteps were closer now, almost right behind us. We stumbled into another chamber, this one filled with old, tattered clothing and personal belongings scattered across the floor. It was as if someone had left in a hurry, abandoning everything they owned. The walls were covered in the same strange symbols, more urgent and chaotic. And then we saw it. A figure standing at the far end of the chamber, barely visible in the dim light. It was tall and gaunt, its skin pale and eyes hollow. It didn't move, didn't make a sound, just stood there watching us. Fear took over and we ran, our flashlights swinging wildly as we navigated the twisting, turning passages. The footsteps were now a cacophony, echoing all around us. My heart felt like it would burst from my chest as we finally saw the faint light of the entrance. We burst out into the open air, gasping for breath, the oppressive weight lifting as the sunlight hit our faces. We didn't stop running until we were far from the mine, collapsing in a heap on the forest floor. We never spoke of what we saw, never returned to that place. The mine remained abandoned, a dark, twisted labyrinth lost to time. But sometimes, late at night, I can still hear the footsteps, echoing in my mind, a reminder of the horrors that lurk in the shadows, waiting for the next group of thrill-seekers to venture into their domain.